Hey, welcome to Fluketronic. Up now we're going to take a behind the curtain look. I've got a new production environment on the iPad called egnodes from Elliott Garage, and we're going to go into this kind of a deep dive on my first full project with this environment. All right, so we're just going to go through the session here and we're going to kind of talk over it. I'll give you a link to a full production with this with some flutes on top, and maybe we'll post this just by itself as a backing track too. I'm not claiming this is the kind of be-all, end-all. This is really early days for me with this environment. We'll kind of look at some of the techniques I'm using so far and maybe some trouble spots along the way. So let's go ahead and open egnodes now. Now you'll see what I've got here. I'm not using everything, but a good collection of the tool set here in egnodes. So I'm just going to let this play. You'll see I've got song node employed here, so the whole song is going to play through here. And yeah, I think we'll just let the song play, and I'll just talk through some things. So we'll let that start. All right, so the drums, I've got 3 tracks or 3 nodes going here. So I've got the rhythm node here. So you can see here is just a very simple 1-bar loop on the main drum there. But then I've also got this MIDI effects loop or MIDI effects node with the autofills MIDI effect in there. And you'll see I've got every 4th bar is giving an autofill here and block incoming MIDI during the fill. So every 3, you get 3 bars of the regular groove and then 1 bar of this fill. And the way that works is my main drum groove, you'll see the MIDI is routed to the main drum filler, and then the main drum filler is routed to the drum kit. Now the drum kit is here. It's in a sequencer, but there's nothing in the sequencer node. It's getting all of its MIDI from those first 2 nodes. And in here, I've just got an instance of FAC drum kit. And yeah, I'm going to get some crackling here. So I've got FAC drum kit going into an instance of FAC punch lab and a little bit of reverb from Zero Reverb. So that's the whole drum. They're going into a master bus. I'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, so that's all the drums. The pad here, so I've got really 3 instrument tracks. So this little plucky pad here. Here I have a piano roll. So this is a very simple, just C to F. It's really B flat to F, but this is getting routed to a chord pad MIDI effect. So the single notes are getting mapped to chord jam here, and that's what's spitting out this kind of random sequence going from B flat to F. And then that is actually getting routed back to the piano roll where this Mersenne is giving that kind of little plucky pad sound going on there. Now let's move down to the bass. Bass is just sequenced track, or another piano roll track with Mariana as the instrument there, and that's a tweaked patch. It says animated bars. I tweaked this a good bit. That's kind of my own custom bass patch there. As far as the piano roll, I basically just played this on the iPad piano here, kind of recorded that into the piano roll that way. So a lot of room for improvement on the bass track, but that's what that is. All right, the ukulele track. So here I'm using segments and had a lot of trouble, or some trouble, with the segments app actually crashing in this environment. So I don't know if that's an issue with egnodes or segments. Okay, there we go. So here is kind of divided this out into 8 segments there. Now we're actually coming up on the end of the song here. And I actually didn't have enough segments. So there's the end of the song. We'll keep talking. So I actually didn't have enough segments for the full arrangement. So I really needed about 10 segments on that ukulele track. So you can see here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really needed probably a 7 and 8. So probably 2 more nodes could have captured the whole thing. So for this production, I'm actually cutting out that last segment of ukulele there. So that was kind of a limitation of 8 nodes. And then the ukulele track is just going into a shimmer verb. Now, master bus. So what I'm doing on the master bus, all of the instrument tracks are routed to the master. And you can see the mix group here is just getting sent into a master compressor from Pro C2 and a limiter just to make sure nothing crazy happened. And you can see the overall LUFS here, the loudness level at -18. So I was trying to keep it not too loud because I am planning on putting other instruments on top of this, so not to make too loud of a mix, to leave some headroom for the other flutes and things. Well, just flutes for me, but for anybody else that wants to use this backing track could use that without blowing up the headroom. So that is the total track there. Hope that helps, at least production log for my purposes. I hope that helps somebody else. Yeah, let me know how you're using those, and maybe some mistakes I made or tips. Feel free to leave in the comments. So see you next time.